The Asian Lantern Festival is about to wrap up at the Chattanooga Zoo in Warner Park, but before they do that, we have a few offers and things we want to shout out so that you can make your trip there. And we have some new friends as well. We have Sam Sanders and Jake Cash and their two turtles here to tell us all about the Asian Lantern Festival and as we're wrapping up this whole new month of the new year.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having us on this morning.
Thank you for having us. Okay, so first of all, you guys started Asian Lantern Festival back in November, right?
Yes, November 21st is when that started, and it goes all the way until January 17th. So we're almost at the end of it, like you said, just a couple of weeks left, a few nights left to come out and see the lantern displays. And for those who haven't been yet, basically you just tour the zoo at night and view hundreds of glowing lantern displays up to 26 feet tall throughout the zoo. We do a totally new collection of lanterns every year. This year is the Forest of Fantasy, so it's dragons and unicorns and mythical creatures and things like that, as well as a whole Christmas section. So if you still got a little Christmas spirit, you can come see Santa Claus lanterns, Christmas trees, Christmas lights, snowmen, things like that.
There's also a lot of interactive ones, like we see this little kiddo with the bubbles shooting out and the lit up thing, so and they also can see obviously the animals at night in their whole habitat, making it work, and it's so fun. But for people who have never been, you guys were one of my all-time favorite Chattanooga local attractions, but especially during the holidays, it was so fun, and I'm definitely nerding out because I love some dragons, some Game of Thrones. I feel like anybody who loves the dragons, how to train your dragon, this is going to be such a big thing for you. Turnout-wise, what's it been like so far, y'all?
It's been great. It's been our best festival ever, actually, which is super exciting. Yeah, so we really appreciate everyone coming out and checking out the lanterns, and we're glad to see that more and more people seem to know about the festival. We've only been doing it for a few years, so you know, it's still relatively new in the area, but it's grown a lot, and it's a little different than your normal holiday lights celebration, I think. I mean, we definitely have Christmas lights and Christmas trees and things, but there's also, you know, huge dragons and moving unicorns, and like you said, all the interactive stuff is really fun. The swings, like you see there, and light up floors, and the pedal bikes that shoot out bubbles and all kinds of stuff. So it's a really fun, interactive event that's really good for people of all ages, I would say.
I would say that too. I was like, and I'm loving these videos that we've seen. You've seen the teenagers, you've seen the adults, you've seen the little kids. This is something that is great for the whole entire family. So if you're trying to find something to do, and like you said, you still have some of that Christmas spirit, because some of us were busy during the holidays. And you're like, oh my word, it's already the new year. You still have an opportunity to kind of see all the lights.
And on January 16th and 17th only, we're bringing Anna and Elsa from Frozen out, which people love the princesses. They came to the festival last year just for one day, and it was a huge night. Everyone really enjoyed seeing them. So photos are free with festival admission with Anna and Elsa, January 16th and 17th only, and it's in our education center from 6 to 9 p.m. each of those nights.
So we've already talked about, obviously, the logistics of Asian Lantern Festival. Sam, you're on deck with two of these really fun animals. Tell me about them.
Yeah, so we brought with us today two of our Indian star tortoises. We have a female in my hand here and a male who's sitting on the table. And they are both fully grown, so they do have this much of a size difference naturally.
Oh, wow.
Females tend to be 2 to 3 times the size of the males, and that's because they need all that energy to lay those eggs. So they'll develop anywhere from 5 to 12 eggs, and she has to carry those around with her. She has to dig the nest, she has to lay the eggs. Males just have to wander around and eat food, so they don't need to be as
That's
big.
all
they
have
the life.
Because I didn't realize that when you brought them in, I thought, oh, so that's the boy, this is the girl. But this is, in fact, the girl.
Yes. Yep.
How neat is that? Tell me a little bit about their backs. They're very, very cool design on backs.
So they get their name from their design. They're said to be one of the most beautiful tortoise species because of the design, and it can be fairly intricate. So they have this kind of base black color, and the hatchlings will be completely black over top. And then as they get older, they get more of this spider webbing pattern, and it's anywhere from like a tan to almost a golden color in some of the really bright individuals. And it's a great camouflage. So they live in very dry areas, tend to be shrubland or grassland. So with this type of pattern, they're able to hide within the reeds and hide within the shadows.
How neat is that? And this is just one of the amazing species that you guys are going to have on deck at the Asian Lantern Festival. Zookeepers, do you guys come out and bring the animals to people sometimes, like the ambassador animals?
Not so much in the festival. It's really more about the lanterns. You will probably see some nocturnal species unless it's just way too cold. But you'll probably see like the great horned owl, the Cape porcupines. You might see our red pandas, or our caracals, or other species that aren't nocturnal but are active at dawn and dusk. So there's definitely some animals that you'll probably see. I think upstairs Asia is closed, but you can go in our interpretive center in South America and see the kinkajous and things like that. You might even see jaguars if you come early enough.
But obviously the lights are going to be where it's all at. But all year long, you guys are educating us about wildlife and species and keeping us just informed about these amazing things that we would never see here in Chattanooga if it weren't for you guys. As we're wrapping things up, remind me again where we can get the latest details from y'all online, social media, whatever that might look like.
At chatzoo.org. And you can follow us at Chattanooga Zoo as well for lots of updates. But you want to go ahead and get your festival tickets online and in advance to make sure you get your date and your time slot.
Well, thank you all so much for making the time to be here and our fun little shelled friends as well this morning. Go out and book your visit at the Chattanooga Zoo in Warner Park before it is too late. January 16th and 17th is the closing weekend, right?
Yep, last 2 days.
Last 2 days to go see it.
There.
And on it, Elsa, something frozen this way comes. Stay with us. You're watching News 12 this morning. We'll be back after this.